Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's
tell.
false. That's a fundamentally false statement.
Which part?
False. They don't have the power to go to war.
And it showed that Iran was completely powerless to do anything about it. I mean, what nation on the planet can have their embassy destroyed in another country and to have an assassination in their capital city on an inauguration and not go to war with somebody? Yet that's exactly what Iran didn't do, because they don't have the power to do it. So that should tell you.
Wait a minute. That's
tell.
false. That's a fundamentally false statement.
Which part?
False. They don't have the power to go to war. You haven't looked carefully at Iran. Iran's arsenal of missiles is enormous. It could flatten Israel in a day. They have the power to go to war. They have chosen repeatedly to avoid war. And I've said this 1,000 times. No one in the Middle East is interested in a war except Israel and the United States. That's it. There's no one else in the region that wants a war. Everyone is going to go to great lengths to avoid a war, not because of Israel, but because of us. The Iranians don't want to go to war with us. The Iranians have been trying for 30 years to change their relationship with the United States, to build a rapport economically, socially, politically with the United States. So don't make the mistake of assuming because someone has opted not to do something, they can't. The real question at this stage is, what's the incentive for them to continue to do nothing, particularly when they're told that the only way they can satisfy us, potentially, based upon Mr. Netanyahu's demands, is to turn themselves into Libya. And we all know what happened in Libya.
Right. Yeah. Not a good situation to cite if you want them to accomplish it. But
so don't assume this weakness. I mean, people said the same things about the Russians. You know, the Russians went through years of humiliation at our hands as we advanced NATO further and further east and continued to treat the Russians as though they were irrelevant and created all sorts of utterly false reasons to embargo them and hurt them and harm them, particularly under Biden and his predecessors. None of this is new. Does that mean that the Russians don't have the power to go to war against us or anybody else? Well, obviously, the answer is no. They have the power. They have not wanted to go to war. It strikes me right now that if you look at the rest of the world, the only two powers in the world today that don't seem to appreciate the catastrophic consequences of a real war are the United States and Israel.
They're beautiful people, the Iranians. You don't see them start no war with nobody. That's correct. Ask Mr. Trump, in the history of Iran, show me where they attacked some other nation trying to take their wealth as you do, as America does. Show it to me. See, when you know the truth, see, can't nobody punk you unless you just want to be a punk.
God, we should walk away from this.
Hold on. If I were to do this, if I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver? You don't. But I can.
Iran, let's move. Yallah, let's go. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be the hero. Be the hero. Show them your power. Show them what you can do. The Middle East needs a hero. You can do it. Iran, let's move. Yallah, let's go. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be the hero. Be the hero. Show them your power. Show them what you can do. The Middle East needs a hero. You can do it.
Are you getting this on tape?
Yeah, that is weird. Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
I'll send you this in a minute.
That is amazing.
It's coming across us. Oh my God, Mom, you aren't going to believe this.
What is that?
What is that?
Something blew up. That is so weird.
Whenever a missile is launched by Iran, The first attempt to intercept it comes from American warships stationed in the Persian Gulf. If the missile evades this defense, the next interception is attempted by U.S. missile defense systems deployed in Iraq. Should it survive that too, the missile then faces another challenge in Jordanian airspace, where Jordan's defense systems and American F-35 fighter jets are on high alert to shoot it down. If it escapes this layer as well, it is then targeted again by U.S. warships positioned in the Red Sea. Even after dodging all these defenses, when the missile nears Israel, it encounters British air bases and American naval forces stationed in the Mediterranean Sea, trying once more to stop it before it can enter Israeli airspace. And finally, if some missiles still manage to reach Israeli territory, they must face at least 3 to 4 layers of Israel's own defense systems, some with a range of over 2,000 kilometers. If even one missile breaks through all these layers and hits its intended target inside Israel, it becomes a huge success for Iran. Let this sink in. Iran stands alone, using missiles that it has built with its own hands, while to stop them, the entire Western world deploys the most advanced technology known to man.
And now that Tehran sent a message back, they're screaming for help like a child who lit the fire and got burned by the flame. Oh, now it's a tragedy. Now you remember what a hospital is. You bombed over 200 hospitals in Gaza. You hit a children's hospital in Iran. You blew up ambulances, dialysis centers, maternity wards. And now you want sympathy? Let me say this loud so the world hears. You didn't just bomb buildings. You didn't just kill civilians. You targeted the ones who were trying to save them. You murdered medics, unarmed, veiled, rushing to save a life. And you killed them in cold blood. Then you buried them in their vehicles, like criminals hiding a murder weapon. You didn't just kill people, you erased the proof. You buried mercy under the rubble, and now you ask for compassion. Here's the part that burns deeper. The world has been watching a live stream genocide for 2 years, on every screen, in every language, from every angle. And now, after 2 years of watching you bomb children with American missiles, you expect the people to feel something for you. You got some nerve. You want tears. Tell that to the mothers digging their babies out with bare hands. Tell that to cancer patients gasping for oxygen as the hospital walls collapsed around them. You want sympathy. You had 2 years of global silence, and that still wasn't enough for your bloodlust. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. The world was hoodwinked into believing you were victims while you turned cities into cemeteries. You don't get to cry now. Not after you made mourning a crime in Gaza. You don't get to scream now. Not after you silenced every voice that dared to say enough. You bombed hope. You buried mercy. You murdered truth. And now you want the people's pity. We don't mourn for war criminals. We don't cry for colonizers. We cry for the silence, for the crushed, for the medics you left in the dirt. But something's changed. The world sees you now. The veil is off. The lie is...
Let them do that. You mind if we stop?
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
The Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. The Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
The Persian
Gulf.
Persian
Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
Persian Gulf.
Emotional damage.
Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf.
The Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf. To the Persian Gulf.
Ini kurang ajar. Ini Taliban, ini biadab yang bertua. Memang kurang ajar. Ini bawa mata laya dulu sini. What you want? You nak gaduh dengan saya? Ini time.
This is a country where we speak English.
Fuck you.
For the first time in history, you can post, "He's an idiot," and 90% of the world will know who you're talking about.
Bro, why did I think that all of Iran looked like this? But bro, I was so wrong, bro. Someone sent me a video of what Iran actually looks like. Bro, someone needs to please tell me if this video is actually real or it's fake. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iran, the country in which the biggest multinational empire in the world was founded on, and the laws established by its leader, Cyrus the Great. In 2,500 years, the country that introduced monotheism and the principle of good and evil to the world for the first time. Malcolm Group, your real estate companion in northern Iran.
There is no freaking way Iran actually looks like that, bro. Since when does Iran look like that?
Friends, let me stand up so that you can see. You were not the subject of 8 years of war, where your cities were showered with missiles, carrying chemical warheads, and you did not have a single missile to retaliate so that maybe Saddam Hussein would stop. We went to one country after another begging, insisting, begging for a single spot missile to defend our people. Begging. Now, you want us to get a few dollars to Iran to abandon defending our people. We really hope and wish for a day when nobody will spend any money on any of these weapons. Actually, we're far ahead of many people because we spend a fraction of their expenditure on weapons. But we are entitled to the rudimentary means of defense, which we need in order to prevent another Saddam Hussein around the corner attacking us with chemical weapons. Because the international community has failed miserably in protecting the Iranian people, in safeguarding international humanitarian law. Saddam Hussein became the worst enemy of humanity, not when he was invading Iranian territory, killing Iranians with chemical weapons, but when he attacked Kuwait. For 8 years, he was people's darling. He was people's sweetheart. Go explain that to the Iranians and tell them for business community to feel nice about Iran, you should allow another Saddam Hussein to attack. They'll tell you that we don't want that investment. But we are the safest, most stable, most business-friendly country in the region where the investment will have the highest returns and these weapons will never be used because we will never, repeat, never, and get the same statement from those who are complaining, never use them against anybody unless in self-defense, and we're sure that nobody has the guts again to attack us.